Hello, my name is Aaron Campbell. I teach at the University of Tampa, and today we're going to work on our E-flat scale together. Now, I'm playing on a trigger trombone. However, this scale, there's no difference between having a trigger or no trigger just because of the range that it's in. So all of the slide positions that I'm going to use in this video, they go with both the trigger and the non-trigger trombones. So let's dive right into it. We're going to start with a third position E-flat, first position F, then a fourth position G, then a third position A flat, first B flat, third position C, first position D, and then a third position E flat. Now I'm going to set my metronome to 60 and we're going to try playing it in whole notes ascending up the scale. So 4 clicks and then we'll start. Awesome, so now that you can go up, let's work on coming back down. So we're gonna start with that top third position E flat, move to a D in first, third position C, first position B flat, third A flat, fourth position G, F in first, and E flat in third. So just like we did going up, let's work on coming down the scale now. Awesome, so now that we can go both up and down the scale, let's work on the arpeggio. The arpeggio is just going to outline the first, third, fifth, and then the octave of the one. So we're going to start on that third position E flat, move to G in fourth, B flat in first, and E flat in third. Let's try playing that just like we did the scales a moment ago. Now that we can go up the arpeggio, let's work on coming down the arpeggio. So we're going to start in that third position E flat that we ended up on. Move to B flat in first. Fourth position G. And then E flat in third. Let's work on coming down that one now in whole notes. Great, so now that you can go both up and down the scale and up and down the arpeggio, let's work on creating the all-state pattern, which is essentially playing the scale followed by the arpeggio. The only difference is we're going to add a little bit of a rhythmic pattern and an articulation pattern to it. So we're going to start with half note and quarter notes. You're going to play a half note E flat, quarter note all the way up the scale, then you're going to land on a half note E flat, quarter note all the way down the scale, half note E flat, quarter notes all the way up the arpeggio, quarter notes all the way down the arpeggio, landing on half notes. Every time you play an E flat, whenever you do the all-state pattern, you're going to play a half note. Now, also keep in mind that when we go up the scale, we want to articulate with a nice little bit of separation for trombone. And then as we go down, because we can't slur, we want to use a nice la or lu type of legato tongue on our way down. But really quick, before we try to play the all-state pattern, let's go ahead and sing and move our slide around just to make sure we completely understand what we're doing in the all-state pattern. E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D, E flat, D, C, B flat, A flat, G, F, E flat, G, B flat, E flat, B flat, G, E flat. Awesome. So now that you can sing it, let's work on playing it now. All-state pattern at 60. 4 clicks and we'll get started. Now make sure you're really keeping track of where you are in the scale. That'll help you keep track of just that monotonous kind of going back and forth between 3 and 1 that we have to do. Just make sure you're keeping track of where you are in the scale. That'll really help you be successful while doing the E flat scale. And another big pro tip with this one, not all third positions are built the same, so you are going to want to try to practice this with a tuner on your stand just to make sure. Like for me, for instance, my A flat and my C are not really in the exact same spot. They're not really the exact same third position, so you want to keep an eye out on that just to make sure you adjust accordingly. That good intonation will help the scale sound so much better. But now that we can do it at 60, let's try bumping it up a little bit and doing it at 80. Now that we've got it really good at 80, let's make it a little bit faster and try it at 100. And now that we can do it at 100, let's go as fast as we're going to go in this video. Let's go to 120. So most of the time when you see the all-state pattern written out, you're actually going to see it not written in half note and quarter notes. You're going to see it written in quarter and eighth notes. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice that. We're going to bump it all the way back down to 60. But the cool thing is that 120 that we were just doing at this speed, if we just cut that in half, then we have 60, and we'll be able to play the scale at quarter and eighth notes, but we won't have to worry too much about the speed change because it'll feel just like we did it at 120. But like we did when we learned the all-state pattern in the first place, let's go ahead and sing it and move our slide around to really make sure that we have it before we try and play it. E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D, E flat, D, C, B flat, A flat, G, F, E flat, G, B flat, E flat, B flat, G, E flat. Awesome. So now that you can sing it, let's go ahead and try playing it now. Quarter note equals 60, but quarter and eighth note pattern. Great, so keep practicing that, getting it faster and making it sound even better. Good luck on learning and memorizing the rest of your scales, and thank you so much for practicing with me today.